Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dan and this is Dan's Out and About. So today I'm in Croydon, which is a borough of London, but down in South London. If you are to believe other social media people, it's a war zone down here, and I can tell you unequivocally it's not. There is a big alternative culture in Croydon, and there's also quite a big gaming culture in Croydon. There's a couple of retro game shops here. There's an arcade, which I want to take you to today, called the Heart of Gaming. There's like board game cafes and all sorts of sort of alternative and gaming going on here. It's got a bit of a bad rap for being dangerous. It's just like anywhere else in London. So you just got to have your wits about you, just the normal stuff. So I'm going to take you down to the Heart of Gaming now. The Heart of Gaming is right in the centre on the high street. I'll try and film, it's actually raining at the moment, my camera's not waterproof, but I'll try and film sort of the local area so you can see what's going on and point out a couple of spots as we go along. So yeah, so let's go and take a look. So this is Ludicrous. This is a board game cafe just in South Croydon. So it's just around the corner from the high street. Here you can get some lunch and some dinner, play some board games. It's really cool. I was going to go inside, but there was a lot of people having their lunch around, it was lunchtime, so I didn't want to go in and disturb. So as we walk through Croydon, you notice all these chalk drawings on the floor. There's some quite cool graffiti and standees along here. Unfortunately, a lot of the shops are shut, but it's blocked off by this cool art. Now this here is a robot that was drawing on the floor in chalk, and what they were letting the kids do was just fill in and colour in, which is really cool. So here we are, here's Playnation Games and the Heart of Gaming. Right, let's go and have a look. So it's a price list and opening times. So at the moment, all week 12 to 7. And basically everything's set to free play. So it's currently £20 for, so that'd be 7 hours of free play, which is like a really good, I think that's a really good deal. Right, just got to pay and go in. Okay, cool, so it's quite loud in here. Of course, it's an arcade, but look, let's have a look here what we've got set up. So we've got 2-player NES and the SNES, N64, we've got their Wii and the Dreamcast at the end. This has got a GDMU on it. Oh, it looks like they've all got USB loaders and GDMU, because that has got tons of games on it. That is very cool. So that's just for starters. Nice big old TVs. What have we got here? So we've got a nice seating area going on. Oh, look at that. Look at these for monitors. Wow. So this has got, obviously this has got a switch hooked up to it. I mean, that's huge. Absolutely huge. And I believe same here. We've got that. That's so cool. Very, very cool. So that's just for starters. They're fixing up some machines over in the corner. The nice guys over there. And what else have we got here? And this is where we've got all the cabs. Wow. Oh, wow. Everything's set to free play. We've got some classics, Ikaruga, we've got Luigi's Mansion, Star Wars Trilogy, some racers. I don't know what that is, Prop Cycle. Look at all these games. Wow. They've really, really upgraded it since I last been in. Street Fighter, they've got all the sit-down cabs. Look at all of these. So if you're a playing games enthusiast, you got Street Fighter Alpha 2, Third Strike, Tekken 3, I think that's Super Street Fighter 2, Championship Edition? Champion Edition? I can't remember. Oh, that's mega loads. These are great. Capcom SNK 2, Virtual Striker, Power Smash Tennis, oh my days. What a great setup. These Daytonas for days. Mario Kart GP2. Now onto the shooters. House of the Dead, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wow. Silent Hill, Ghost Squad. We've got that proper music. Kind of like Bishi Bashi, I think. Point Blank 2. And these. Wow. So they've got all the Japanese style games in. I mean, they've got all the cool cabs, all the Japanese style sit down cabs. We've even got Street Fighter 6. Doesn't seem to be on, but that is very cool. Very, very cool. Project Diva. These you don't see. I mean, I've only ever seen these in Japan. So you've got all the puzzle Dynamite Decker or Die Hard Arcade. Pop and Bounce. I'm not sure what that is. And Toki. Great game. Well, they've got the Windy Cities. Oh. Wow. Now these are, wow, a couple of cave games here. Judon Pachi, and I can't remember their name. But yeah, very, very cool. Sorry about the lines going across, to different hertz to the camera. Classic Mortal Kombat 3. Got your dance game. What was that one? Into the Groove 2. Wow. This is so cool. Missed that one. Killer Instinct 2. Now I'll tell you something. This is a cool arcade. It's £20 and it's all you can play, everything on free play. There's Virtual Cop 3 up there. Wow. Terminator Salvation. I don't even know what this is, but I think this is like Bishi Bashi. I'm totally going to play this. It looks fun. Right, let's play some games. Right, I'm going to try and talk and play at the same time. So I'm playing Third Strike. It's pretty quiet in here at the moment. It's still quite early, I guess. So it's about 12:30, quarter to 1. There's a few, it's summer holidays, so there's a few families in here, a few groups of kids and stuff. But there is so much to play in here, so much to do. I don't know what the sound's going to be like because it is so loud. It is really, really loud. It's just a really fun place to be. As you can see, there's like, I keep spotting other games, so I've just spotted Strider and Final Fight. It's Ketsui was the game I couldn't think of the name of earlier, so we're going to play some of that in a minute. It's just this lineup, this fighting game lineup. This is like the classic lineup. This is like my teen years, all for 20 quid for like they're open till 7 o'clock. That's 7 hours of gaming. Could you reckon you could last for 7 hours? Yeah, so there's another guy in here, probably about the same age as me, and he seems just as size as I am. I'm trying to keep my composure. He just did not give a shit. I love it, love it. I'll be more like him. I'm gonna be more like him. That's right. Yeah. Usually Leah smashes me at next week, but she's not here today.
Everyone
so
is
my time to shine.
Long start.
That's right. So all the games were really well maintained. I can't complain any of it. Everything was looked after, everything was clean, and it was a safe environment as well. There were lots of, as I said earlier on, there were lots of families around, but everyone was kind of just having fun and being friendly. It was great. It was really nice to see, and it was lovely to see sort of the sound like an old git now, but it was nice to see the younger generation enjoying the games that I used to play when I was a kid and a teenager. Toki, for example, which I've just been playing there, was one of my favourite games. I remember playing that on holiday in Spain every single day. Everything's well maintained and works, and calibrated as well, which is a big bugbear of mine when you go into places and things aren't calibrated correctly. Everything here was well maintained. I think the guys in here really love these games, and the nostalgia's high. And here you can see me pulling hairs out of an onion. This game is so weird but so much fun. I think it's my new favourite game. I would honestly say that this is probably the best arcade in London. Obviously I haven't been to every single one, but of all the ones that I've been to, this is probably the best value and best maintained. So as we were here, I thought we might as well have a quick look in Playnation as well. No, it's not the same, and no, it's not an arcade, and it's still a computer game shop, and this isn't a gaming channel, but the stuff in here is so cool, I just thought it was worth a look. And coming out of the arcade, the nostalgia was high as well. So they've got all sorts of games in here. They've got their own arcade machines as well. There's a couple out the front and there's some in the back as well. We'll have a look in a minute. but looking through the retro cabinets, they had everything from Amstrad and Commodore and all the games on tape, which I know if you're in your 40s you'll definitely remember loading up, and you'll remember the sound of the tapes loading as well. Neo Geo, some of the rarest stuff, some of the stuff you used to see on Games Master as a kid. They've got all these big Neo Geo cartridges and different super guns to play them on. Neo Geo pockets, all really rare stuff, all stuff that you used to see on Games Master and in game magazines, but never used to see in real life. Lots of Japanese imports. We'll see some more of these later on in the year when we're back in Japan. All these really cool PlayStation in different colours. This pearlescent PS2, very, very cool. White Sega Saturn with all the import games with it. Very cool games in here. Some games that I love playing. And here they've got Mega CD games. They've got a copy of Ground Zero Texas there, and I remember borrowing that off Gary Booth when I was in senior school, and it being the worst game I ever played. They've also got a gaming section here, so when I say gaming I mean card games. It's not really my bag, and I think we've covered this before on the channel, but they've got a whole section here for gaming tournaments which they hold at the weekends and during the summer holidays. Loads of different gaming bits and pieces. There were some guys getting some cars while I was in there, but I didn't want to disturb them. And they've got their own little mini arcade in the back, so they've got more of these rhythm games that they had upstairs. A few other sort of older games, multi-game systems, but they did have another Bishi Bashi as well, so I guess you can forgive that. I don't know if you've ever heard of Bishi Bashi. If you haven't, look it up. It's one of the most fun games you'll play in an arcade. So yeah, so that's it. So that was Playnation Games and the Heart of Gaming next to each other. Match made in heaven. Right, so that's it. So thanks for coming with me. I really enjoyed my time at Heart of Gaming. I've been in there like 3 hours, and it felt like I was only in there for an hour. Time just flew by. £20 is... It seems like a lot to get in somewhere, but if you think that everything's on free play and it would usually be £1 a credit, I've played so many games, I've pumped credits into those machines, and I think value-wise that was really good. I mean, as I was leaving, Mark, who owns the place, said to me, just if you come back before 7, you've got a hand stamp, you can just come straight in, and that applies to everyone. So you can pop in, spend a couple of hours in there, pop out, get some lunch, do whatever you want, and you can pop back as long as it's before 7 o'clock. That's when they close. That's it. As you saw, there was loads of different options, so you can go in there as a family. There's discounts for blue light. If you need a carer, there's a discount there. For access, if you require a lift, you can use the lift within the Whitgift Centre, and they'll let you in the other entrance, which is just around the other side. Fantastic. The guys in there are really, really nice. They're actually build a couple more machines there, doing some maintenance on them. I saw behind the Megalo cabinets, the big fighting game cabinets, there were loads of machines sitting there ready to be refurbished. They've got loads going on in there, and as I was leaving, he was saying that there's loads more games to come. They've got loads more boards. They swap in the games periodically. It will be different, different times of the year when you go in there. You couple of weeks break, you might find some new games. And found my new favourite game. I don't even know what it's called, so I'm gonna have to do some research. I'll pop it down here if I can find it. So it's only a 10-minute walk from the station. So if you're in the area, or if you're going through to Gatwick, or you've got a couple of hours to kill when you're in South London, that is definitely a place to consider going. So do check out their Facebook, which is below. So do check them out and pay them a visit if you can. Always try and support independent, and they're as independent as it gets. Please do like and subscribe, it really does help. I'm getting sent out to a few more people, so if you're liking and you're commenting, subscribing, it really does help, and it helps sort of push it out. And obviously let me know what you want to see, and what you don't want to see. If you want to see less of my face, I can point the camera the other way. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't know how long the fun will